All right, what's going on? Conscious Crew, your favorite breakdown commentator, CTV. Welcome to another riveting episode of the Consciouztv platform. You already know what we're here to get into. Please thumbs up the video until it's absolutely stuck. You guys know that thumbing up the video not only helps with YouTube's algorithm, but more importantly, it triggers up YouTube's notification system. So when you are thumbing up the video, you are literally knocking on the digital door of a conscious crew member and telling them to get their black asses into the sanctuary. If you also love everything that the King does here, you can always donate to the platform at $Consciouztv on Cash App and or PayPal.me/ConsciouzTV. All donation information is in the description box below, and that is conscious with the Z on the end, spelled just like it is here on the platform. Also, make sure that you have your notifications set to all. And if you're new here, please subscribe. We are a all-purpose platform, but that may be about to change a little bit. We might be shifting some things around too, but we'll get into that. With no further ado, let's go ahead and push on through.
I know a place where you can recharge your soul.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
And in the midst of brokenness, he gon' see your asshole.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
You gon' heal, you gon' laugh and catch a little shade.
Ooh, girl.
Y'all know he be slaying, y'all better stop playing. Come hear what he's saying.
Ladies and gentlemen.
What's going on, Conscious Crew? Happy Friday. You know, I had no idea it was Friday. My God, today. Like, I had no idea it was freaking Friday. TGIF. It don't even feel like a Friday. Maybe because it's about to rain and it's looking all gloomy outside, or it just doesn't have that Friday feel. But I guess today is today, girl. We're going to be reviewing the Cat Williams interview that Trashy K is going to be leading with his brother Steve Williams. That's going to be nuts. You guys know we got into a bit of a pre-dialogue about it last night, and we do have a conscious crew member who thankfully is a subscriber over there on Trashy K Live. So she's going to be lending me her login information, girl, so that I don't have to give Trashy K none of my damn personal coin. So I'll be doing that, and I'll be reporting loud, live, and in color to you guys probably around 8:30 tonight, because some more tea is supposed to spill as well around the late evening. So we'll be going live tonight around probably 8:30, 9 o'clock. Also, there's a lot going on in the Megan Thee Stallion case. We're going to be getting into that. We have Real Housewives of Potomac. We have Kendrick Lamar and Drake. So we're going to be getting into all of that as well later on in the day. But right now we're here to get into a true crime type of a commentary. Now, if this type of commentary is not going to kind of do the numbers on this platform, just like the spiritual conversations and topics, I'm going to also reserve the true crime topics as well for Patreon, which is really where this subject matter should be. So more than likely, this will probably be my last time reporting on any stories relating to crime of any kind. All of that content will be in Patreon, and when there is content in Patreon, I will post it to the YouTube community wall so that you guys can know that content is there, what the content is, and you guys can sign up accordingly, etc. So we're here to get into a little bit of a continuity and an update on the Trey Reed hanging. You guys know that a Mississippi University student was found hanging on his campus, 21-year-old Trey Reed. there's been some rumor milling that there has been some results and updates on the second autopsy that was done on Trey Reed after the initial coroner had concluded that Trey Reed had died by suicide. That is not really sitting too well with a lot of people. A lot of people just don't believe that this 21-year-old black boy with his life ahead of him would have took his own life. A lot of people feel like the hanging itself sent too much of a message, especially since this death followed the Charlie Kirk unaliving, etc. So a lot of people believe that this could have been inspired by those recent political events. But we also did sort of a deep dive into the Trey Reed situation as well and found out that Trey Reed was apparently in a confrontation with someone on the phone prior to him being found hung. He seemed to be in distress, etc. There was some of his college campus peers who saw him upset the night of his passing, and the coroner and the medical examiner both had determined that there weren't any pre-injuries or any other injuries to Trey Reed that would lead them to believe that this was homicide or that this was outside of the self-deletion scenario. However, the family decided to get a second autopsy done, which is being sponsored by NFL Colin Kaepernick. And there's been information that's been released that the injuries have been found on Trey, that he had some injuries to the back of his head, etc., where none of that is actually true. It's more fake news, just like it was fake news that, what was the fake news? Oh, that he had broken limbs initially and he had broken legs. All of that was not true. The family dispelled all of that. That was also legitimized and corroborated by the initial coroner and medical examiner. And as it relates to the second autopsy and its results, let's do some fact checking here, you guys. So once again, please thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. We need all of the things, okay? Check this out. In October of 2025, social media posts claimed that a second independent autopsy of Day Martravion, aka Trey Reed, who was found hanging from a tree on Delta State University's campus in Cleveland, Mississippi, in September of 2025, revealed that he had suffered blunt force trauma to the back of his head. The post alleged that this finding contradicted a medical examiner's official conclusion that Trey died by suicide. As of this writing, a report detailing the results of Reed's second autopsy had not been released to the public, despite claims suggesting otherwise. Some of the claims appeared to stem from a report published by the Chicago Crusader, who said the second autopsy revealed Reed had blunt force trauma to the back of the head, citing activists working with Reed's family and a source not authorized to speak publicly. Snopes was unable to independently verify those claims. A legal team responding to Reed's family told another news outlet that the conclusive autopsy had not been finalized and no details would be released until it was. Sharon Candy Tillman, who identified herself as Reed's grandmother, also told Snopes that the second autopsy had not been released as of publication. All right, so fake news, fake news, fake news. Don't believe everything that you see in the algorithm. There, unfortunately, are a lot of blogs that push a lot of satire content and that push a lot of false narratives, and then it creates this huge misinformation vortex that we then have to sort through. So there is a second autopsy. None of the results have come back as of yet. The family has assured the public that when they do, those results will be made available to the general public. So we are still waiting on the autopsy the results from the second autopsy, you guys. All right. So I just wanted to kind of update you guys on that. and keep you guys posted. Now, we're going to get into an even more triggering discussion, you guys. So I want to give you guys a viewer discretion warning. I mentioned this story last night when we were talking about the Cat Williams interview, etc., that there is a story that is going viral right now of a 5-year-old autistic Black girl who was brutally gang raped, assaulted. Fortunately, she has survived this brutal ordeal, which was perpetrated against her by other kids, 8, 9, and 10-year-olds, you guys. I'm going to get into her story. Please thumbs up the video. A grand rising, Deshaun. Grand rising. And you guys share. YouTube might be shadow banning this live stream because of the nature of the subject matter, you guys. So please run the likes up. Because, yeah, YouTube is off the chain with it, child. Off the chain. All right, check this out. Mother seeks justice after 5-year-old daughter allegedly beaten and actually abused, courtesy of News 5 Cleveland. And I'm going to do a fair use disclaimer here. Let's push through.
Wanting justice. She says her 5-year-old daughter was beaten, abused, and traumatized. I'm Kidz.
And I'm Damon Maloney. We first learned about this after receiving multiple phone calls and emails about a Facebook post detailing the violent attack.
News 5's Nadine Abusada sat down with that mother who wants everyone, Nadine, to know what happened to her daughter.
Katie, Damon, we want to warn those that are watching that what you're about to hear and see may be graphic and disturbing, as a mother demands answers and justice for her daughter. She a mini you.
Yeah, she literally will crack you up. Like, she's so proper, the way she talks, everything about her is just like bubbly.
When talking about her 5-year-old daughter,
So
and Tavia Kinnebrew
bubbly.
lights up.
She is very, very affectionate.
But sadly, that joyful spirit
It was horrible.
is broken.
The bubbly 5-year-old. And I thought she was not there no more.
We're not naming the child or showing her face because she is a minor. But this horrific story begins on September 13th. And Tavia says she left her 5-year-old daughter at a family member's house. Then she got a call. Her daughter was missing. When she arrived, the little girl was already in an ambulance.
I could not recognize my daughter. Her hair was ripped out of her head. She had blood and bruises all over her. Her nails was filled in dirt, and she was unresponsive.
Tavia says her daughter was taken to a wooded area where a group of children attacked her. The allegations, which include sexual assault, are too disturbing to share with you.
That is so evil. It's so evil.
News 5 reached out to Cleveland police regarding this incident.
What can you tell me about this investigation involving a 5-year-old allegedly being assaulted?
It is an active investigation that the Cleveland Division of Police is conducting at this time.
In a statement, the department confirmed that the Sex Crimes and Child Abuse Unit is actively investigating a case involving multiple children under the age of 10, both as victims and as suspects.
And we have to protect the rights that the victims have, just as well as the suspects in these cases.
And Tavia says her daughter spent about a week in the hospital. The moment she opened her eyes,
She was screaming when she woke up. She said they killed me. She thought she was dead.
Wow.
the memories came flooding back.
To hear your baby say that she did, what? A 5-year-old shouldn't even know that word. Like,
How is she now?
she's struggling mentally and behaviorally. She say things that she never said before. More violent, more suicidal things.
She says now her
Jesus
focus is on
Christ.
just 2 things: making sure her daughter heals and getting justice.
You posted about it. Why? Why did you want to speak out regarding what happened to your daughter?
Because I did justice for my daughter.
So when you say justice, what does that look like?
Everybody involved in the pain that was inflicted on my daughter, they get what they deserve.
As of now, no charges have been filed in this case, and Cleveland police reiterate that it is still under investigation. For Tavia, she has legal representation, and she plans to keep fighting until she gets justice. Damon, Katie, truly a heartbreaking story.
All right, we're going to check out one more piece of news coverage here.
Shambles after she says she found her baby girl beaten and abused. For the first time ever, the child's mother is speaking out, and you won't believe who police say are the suspects. 19's Noelle Williams joins us now with this heartbreaking story, and we want to warn you, some of the images and details are graphic.
I literally saw the worst thing ever. Like, I saw my daughter unrecognizable.
What happened to Tavia Kinnebru's daughter is something most people will have a hard time understanding. She says her bubbly, sweet 5-year-old daughter was beaten and assaulted. This picture showing hair ripped out of her scalp. Police revealing startling details. The victims and suspects are under the age of 10 years old. This is shocking news to the 21-year-old mom.
I couldn't wrap my head around it.
Kinnebru's mother held her hand as she wept. She tells me out of safety, she does not want to share her daughter's name or show her face, but she explains what happened that day. She tells me on September 13th, she had dropped her daughter off at a family member's home near East 145th Street and St. Clair Avenue. Somehow, her baby girl walked out the front door. When Kinnebru found out, she rushed over and saw her 5-year-old being treated by EMS several blocks over.
Her hair was scalped from her head. She had bruises and blood all over her body. Her eyes was filled with blood. Her lips and mouth was filled with blood. Her nails had dirt, debris of dirt stuck in it.
19 News reached out to Cleveland police several times to try and find out if there are any charges. If so, what are those charges? And if the ages of the suspects would hinder that. All police would confirm is that the victim and suspects involved in this case are under the age of 10, and any other information would jeopardize the investigation. Either way, Kinnebru says her daughter is left physically, emotionally, and mentally hurt and now in therapy. She is grateful for the support of the community so far, but she wants help and answers.
I want her to just to be somewhat of a normal 5-year-old again.
In Cleveland, Noelle Williams.
So alongside all of those injuries, her being actually assaulted with sticks, shoved down her throat, shoved into her bottom, her hair being ripped literally from the scalp, from the root. She also apparently was bitten on her bottom and urinated on. And check this out, guys. The reason why the story is not getting a lot of traction and the reason why she's having to fight for justice is because, according to the police, apparently because of the ages of the perpetrators, 8, 9, and 10 years old, they can't be criminally charged, even for a heinous crime like this. So this mother is not laying down and taking this. She is exploring all of her legal options, as she should. And to make matters worse, one of the reasons why the story may not be being sensationalized right now is because the suspects were also white, apparently. The 8, 9, and 10-year-old allegedly are all siblings. And the oldest is a female. The 8 and 9-year-old were her 2 younger brothers. It's also being reported that when the family asked the suspects, their own families asked the suspects, you know, had they seen this little girl, etc., of course the children lied about it. And when you think about what in the fuck could conjure and create something like this in such young people to do something this destructive and violent and perverse to an individual. I mean, this is the opportune time for CPS to get their motherfucking ass involved, because baby, something is happening in that household that is beyond the beyond, the beyond, the beyond, beyond the beyond. Now, the fact that the perpetrators are allegedly white, we have to consider whether they come from a racist household, rather they're sitting around with racist-centered parents who are saying sick and ugly things about Black people, who talk in ways that make these young people believe that these type of crimes and acts toward Black people are okay, because these kids are not existing within a vacuum. Their behavior doesn't exist within a vacuum. There is a root cause to this fucking behavior, and CPS, the police, the authorities need to fucking get involved and explore what the been going on in this house, what conversations, what type of content. They need to seize phones, laptops, electronics. They need to do psych evals, not only on the perpetrators, but on their motherfucking parents. Because you just don't go out and do something like this. Not even 8, 9, and 10-year-olds don't. Now, this is where the law needs to change and reform itself. If 8 and 9 and 10-year-olds can't be charged for heinous crimes, then the parents need to be charged accordingly. Back to the Old Testament, baby, that it says that the sins of the father are inherited by the sons, and the sins of the mother are inherited by the daughters. And in this case, it'll be in the reverse, baby. The sins of the daughters and the sons are inherited by the motherfucking parents, because there absolutely has to be justice executed in situations like this. And what's crazy even about young people is that the report says that these young people lured this 5-year-old girl away from her residence. They lured her away. So even these young people had a concept of right and wrong. They had a concept of good and evil, because they made sure to lure her away and the report says that they posed themselves as friendly to the 5-year-old. So they were deceptive, they were cunning, they were premeditated, they were intentional, and they led this 5-year-old girl away from her home, far, far, far away in a fucking field, and almost took her life. And now this 5-year-old has PTSD, woke up from her coma, screaming, thought she had passed away, and is now suicidal as a result of these intrusive memories that she's too young to combat. Gotta send light and love to the mother of this young girl, because she's also in therapy. I don't even know how you hold up knowing that your child has been traumatized in such a way, and you almost can't do anything about the internal suffering of your child, and to just have to live with knowing that something like this has happened, and the law failing you in this instance. I mean, my God, she needs her entire community. There is a GoFundMe that has been set up. She did not ask for a GoFundMe, but the public demanded a GoFundMe. I will link that GoFundMe in the description box below after this video, you guys. I mean, I don't even know what to say. This is the mother's post on Facebook. Hey guys, let me go this up. I saw all of your messages. Let me see. Oh, I fucked it up. Hey guys, I saw all of your messages asking me to set up a GoFundMe for Mary. I don't want anything from anybody, just genuine support and love. But seeing how much you guys really want to give to her, I set one up for her. I didn't put a goal, only $1, because it's not about the money for us. I need y'all to know this is real and affecting our everyday life. But thank you to all of Mary's internet aunties and uncles that want to help you guys. So grueling, sick, man. This is a fucking mess. This is a mess. The parents absolutely need to be held fully accountable. And not only do the parents need to be held fully accountable, you know, because I am an abolitionist, so I am really not a big like prison person, but I accept that because prison is the way that this system deals with people. You know, it is what it is, but they need to also be paying restitution to this mother, covering her and her daughter's mental health services. There needs to be some form of economic and financial justice brought to this situation. I'm sure that the mother is absolutely going to move, or probably desires to move out of the community and neighborhood in which these same kids live in. I think that justice also needs to look like this 8, 9, and 10-year-old also being rehabilitated. They also need to be in some damn psychotherapy, because whatever harm and socialization and trauma that these young people may have been experiencing and absorbing that led to this demonstrative behavior perpetrated upon this young girl, that needs to be dealt with and corrected before these individuals grow up to be psychotic adults or psychotic preteens, etc. And if this is what they did out loud and in broad daylight, I mean, like, what the have these young people done elsewhere? What have they been doing to each other? You know, is this the only victim? They need to explore, girl, whether there are other unsolved damn crimes in the fucking neighborhood, because they might have their goddamn suspects. I mean, this is a whole hot mess. This is a mess. Also, hold on, y'all. Something got in my damn eye. If these parents are charged, they need to be charged with a hate crime. I'm pretty sure, especially with the perpetrators being allegedly white, that more than likely this is a hate crime. Also, this question of the negligence on the relatives' part, whom Mary was in the custody of, man, major accountability there, because how the fuck does a 5-year-old get lured out of your home? Where in the hell was Mary's relative who she was trusted to be with? How in the hell does a 5-year-old get out of your custody? How? she was obviously not being properly supervised. Something is in my eye, y'all, real bad. And neither were these young people being monitored as well, because why in the hell were they able to just roam the freaking community and roam the goddamn neighborhood and be without proper supervision? So there was a lot of systems that failed this mother and that failed Mary in this situation. It's sad. It's cruel. This is a very, very unusual case. I'm going to be keeping you guys updated on the things and the details. Pray for this mother. If you guys want to donate, I will link the donation information in the description box. And I didn't want to be here long. I just wanted to give you guys the 1-2 of the 1-2, but this is a mess. This is absolutely horrendous. Let me see if I had anything else up here. Let me see. Okay, no, this is just this is the mom's Instagram that I'm going to link also in the live chat if you guys want to just send her a direct message, etc. Let me see if she posts. I think she posted a donation drive. Let me see here. Donation drive for A. Marie, Zelma Watson, George Recreation Center. Justice for A. Marie, due to the community wanting to drop off things on behalf. Okay. Yeah, this is amazing. So she's definitely getting a lot of community assistance. And this is the GoFundMe link, you guys. She's raised $56,000. So shout out to social media. Shout out to the community at large for donating. I'm going to link this here. Here you go. What about Candace? Because if it's about all of that Charlie Kirk shit, I'm really just not interested in Candace Owens' perspective on anything. I'm not impressed. And I'm just kind of really just waiting on, you know, some official information and not all of Candace's, you know, conspiracies. The bitch already done changed her narrative 100,000 times. I'm just kind of am over Candace, child. Who is Jelani? Jelani's ex-wife lawyer. I'm not sure. See my pit. I'll have to check my email. But I'm gonna get out of here. Check out the GoFundMe links and all of that. You guys pray for A. Marie and her mom, and I'll be keeping you guys update on the Mississippi hanging incident and A. Marie's case as it progresses. And you guys, thumbs up, share. If you enjoyed yourself here, you guys already know what to do. Cash App, PayPal, email me, all of the things, Patreon, etc. And I will see you guys in the next upload. Peace.